There we go. YouTube is being a bit finicky today, but we're up. We're good. Happy Friday to those who celebrate. Oh, yeah. I need a massage, but I don't like massages. Oh. And I can't get a good temperature today. I'm either too hot or I'm cold. Great start to the Friday, eh? Great start to Dodgers losing the World Series Friday. We can only hope. Well, tell your cat I'm sorry. I don't like to scare cats. That obviously causes them stress. We don't like that. Does pay for a lot of, people seeing my wife about their cats that have stress. That pays for a lot of our stuff. So I don't want it to happen that way, though. All right. How we doing on Friday? I see we've made it this far, at least. We'll see how that goes. New pod tomorrow. Already recorded, even. That's the Halloween scary thing. Oh, good. What is your cat's name? Do you have just one cat? I need animal names. Anybody that's got pets, I need to know what they are and what their names are, because I love me some pets. As mine are staring at me like I never. And one of the cats is meowing like they never get fed. Bunch of drama queens. Even though they're male, they're drama queens. They tried to trap me to this morning in bed. All three of the dogs. 5 cats and a dog. Nice. Now, see, you think I would act surprised? 5 cats. Nope. We at one point had 10 cats, 4 dogs, 3 birds. I like it. Give me their names. Motorboat. Is Motorboat Molly or just Motorboat and then Molly? Buttercup, Toulouse, and Tina, and Bella is the dog. Nice. Those are some solid names, not gonna lie. I like Motorboat. Probably because they purr a lot, huh? Motorboat, my mind goes somewhere else usually, but I'm guessing for a cat, they purr a lot. Tiana, that one's a unique name for a naive on motorboating. That is funny. He purrs all the time. That is funny. Well, congratulations on your six. You got a ways to go to catch up. I remember I went to the must have been our 20-year high school reunion, and it was the first reunion I went to that I was married. And they were just giving away prizes, like, all right, who's got X, Y, and Z? And the question was, who has the most pets? And so everyone's like, oh, it's Jeff, blah, blah, blah. And so I name off our 10 cats, 4 dogs, and 3 birds. And everyone is like, oh my God. Yeah, they knew my wife at that point was a vet. But then somebody comes up and goes, I got 32 goldfish. And they gave it to them. It was a good prize, too. And I don't know. I'm still bitter about that, if you can't tell. All right. Well, it is a Friday, Game 6. I am looking forward to this. Honestly, this is gonna go 7. I don't think they're gonna close it out tonight. I think this is gonna go 7. Which, I mean, I want the Dodgers to lose, but I'm fine with the World Series Game 7. I love an all hands on deck game. I saw something about Otani, possibly pitching out of the bullpen, which, yeah, I mean, everyone's going to have to, all starters are going to be coming out of the bullpen unless you're starting. But it's something about him in the playing outfield possibly in game 7. Why? Unless you're just like, well, Teoscar is so bad out there that we would rather have somebody that hasn't played the outfield for a couple of years now. We'll stick him out there. And how would you do that? Then you can't warm him up. And he could hurt himself. That was a stupid headline. ESPN's stupid. Also, RIP to Uniwatch. Uniwatch is ending after 26 years. I love Uniwatch. I love uniforms, baseball uniforms at least. So, I mean, I watch that. I read that all the time. That's sad. All right. What do you say we get into some baseball dailies? It's Feud Friday. Happy Feud Friday, everybody. That means that when we get to the grid, we're going to try and find the number 1 answer, which we did unironically a lot on Wednesday. But we'll do it for reals today. But first, we have got to play my favorite game. Time for starting 9. We're 4-2 this week. We had a good Wednesday. We went 3-0 on Wednesday. Monday was an abomination. It was not pretty. But we're going to go 3-0 again today. We're going to finish out 7-2. Get it done. Do it. All right, here we go. Nick Castellanos once started 6 games in the World Series in right field. Yeah, but Nick plays right field, though, when he plays, though, right? It's not like Otani, who hasn't played the outfield for a couple of years. I don't know. My biggest problem is he could get hurt, and how would he warm up if they need him out of the bullpen? I mean, if you're a DH, all right, well, you're not going to, unless we bat around this inning, you're not going to bat, so go down and warm up. I don't think he exists in my field. Well, I think that's what Teoscar does too. So, I mean, he can catch a ball if it's to him. Those kind of right fielders, like, you just hope, okay, if you can get to a ball, catch it. That's otherwise, like Teoscar, long toss with BP catcher problems. In between batters, he's long tossing with the ball boy in left. What was I just gonna say? It was something about Teoscar. So when he dove for that ball the other day, it was so. I mean, this is why you probably want to replace him, right? That was the lead off. That was leading off the inning. If he just plays that, it's a single, maybe a double. I don't know. I don't know if that would have been a double. I think it would have, but they kept saying a single. I mean, I'd rather have him on second with nobody out than first or than third, right? Because I mean, obviously he came in on a sac fly. Snell got everyone else out. Like, that sac fly was the only thing that would have scored him. I don't know. I just can't see putting Otani out there. You're gonna possibly he gets hurt and then he can't. He already got hurt in the last game or the game before that. He still played, but he like pulled up and stuff. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. All right, let's go. What should we do here? Let's do this. It's Feud Friday, so we'll go with third base first. All right, we got this. We got Jake Lamb and Nolan Arenado. So this can only be, I don't think Jake Lamb was an all-star, at least not a starter, I don't think. And certainly not hitting third in an all-star game. So I'm going to guess that this is either the Rockies or the Cardinals. Let's go with the Rockies. We never have the Rockies. I got to get my list out of who we've had this week. No Rockies. All right, we're going with Colorado. I don't think I've ever chosen Colorado. Hey-o!
Hi, my name's named Alfred Delia. At home, they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
I have like 15 different clips, and it's supposed to be random, and they just play the same like 3 or 4. All right, July 11th, 2018, Rockies bludgeon Diamondbacks 19-2. We got a new name here, Carmen Real. Carmen Real. Huh. You, big boy. Beefy boy. All right, 19-2 in 2018. So this was probably a long game. I'm going to say, I'm going to go 3 hour. Yeah, I'm going to go 344. Get your bets in over under 344. Will I update our scoreboard here? That's a home run. That's another home run. We got the pop working this week. 4 home runs this week. We've only won 5 games. Home runs go faster in Colorado. Over 344. All right, so it sounds like you guys... Well, you guys, it sounds like we're split right now. All right. I learned hosting trivia last night that water boils faster the higher up you go. So I guess home runs might travel faster the higher up you go. 305? What, were they running around the bases? They're like, oh, we hit another home run. How many home runs did they hit? Ian Desmond. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. They only hit 5 home runs in a 19-run game in Colorado. For the D-backs, Goldie would have given it away there. Ketel Marte would have given it away there. Yeah, the Mariners. Shelby Miller. I mean, I know all those names. It's the D-backs. DJ, Blackman, Nolan, Cargo, Story, Baby Shark, Herman Marquez. He of the no-hitter against the A's. The scoreboard always appears on the top of game when you pop it up. I don't know what that means. The scoreboard. I don't know what that means. I'm confused. The scoreboard always appears over the time of game when you pop it up. Oh, you mean my scoreboard? Then you just gotta. It's a little bit. It's a trick. It's to keep you in suspense. It's podcasting 101. Keep them in suspense. By the way, nobody has answered my trivia question yet. So I did bring it up again today. Well, not today, this week on the pod. In baseballs, how much does Chicago's White Sox mascot Southpaw weigh? This is your chance to ask the next trivia question. So, there is, if you do a little research on the internet, you can find this pretty easy, I'm sure. But there's your chance. All right. Well, here we go. 5-2. We've assured ourselves a winning week. That's our main thing. All right, here we go. Can't do third base, so we're gonna do catcher. Vars and Salkeld, or is that Evars? There's a fast food chain in Seattle called Ivar's Ivar's Seafood, I think it is. It's pretty popular. It's pretty good. 3 stone. Well, again, we're looking in baseballs. So how many baseballs? I appreciate the stone. I mean, if you want to tell me, if you want to give me dates, how many fortnights things are, if you want to measure in furloughs, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. But I need baseball weight. How many baseballs does he weigh? So now you got to guess how much he weighs, find out how much a baseball weighs, and do that math. I'm going to go Evars just because that's more fun to say, and Salkeld. I don't know these. 3 stone. Here's what we'll do. Let's do this. Another guessing game. In pounds, how much is 3 stone? I'm going to say it's like 60. I'm going to say a stone is like 20 pounds. That's what I'm going to say. How many lbs in a stone? 14. 14. So 3 stone would, I went to Wazoo, would be 42. So we were not super close. We were close. I don't know. I watch a lot of British TV, so I know some things, but I was off there. I was off. Close, though. All right. Salkeld, I feel like either I'm thinking of the scientist that came up with something or a catcher. I don't know. Oh, I got to write down rocks because Rockies won't be back on it this week. I'm just saying. All right. So this week we've had the Phillies, the Jays, we've had Cleveland, we've had the Bucks, the Red Sox, and the Rockies. And a Federal League team that I forgot to write down, but clearly won't be on here again this week. Should we go Yankees? We're gonna go Yankees because they haven't been on here yet this week. Yankees lose. All right, let's go pitcher next. Bickford. Oh, Bickford Tools, right? That was on Home Improvement. And Kenley Jansen. So this is a modern game. Totally modern game. Bickford and Jansen. That sounds like a law firm again. Have you been injured in an accident that was not your fault? If so, call Bickford and Jansen. We don't collect any money until you do. I feel like we had Jansen just the other day, and I made these same jokes about Kenley Jansen. And then I didn't remember who he was. Bickford. I know it was. No. All right. I do watch Taskmaster all the time. I've watched Taskmaster. I hate to be one of those guys, but I've been watching Taskmaster for a long time. I know it's Feud Friday, but you guys got to remember that pretty much anything I say is hilarious in my mind. We know this isn't Kenley Jansen, and I know it was Bickford Tools. That's why I gave you guys that little sly look. But I will accept it. All right. Oh, coffee's just the right temperature. Bottle that up. All right, let's go. See, we've had the Red Sox. Oh, it's great. I am not digging the current season, but there are some seasons that are just so brilliant. I can't even describe it. And usually I know most of the people because I do watch a lot of British TV. I usually know most of the comedians and actors that are on Taskmaster. I don't. I'm only familiar with, I think it's Joe, the big guy this year or this season, and I like him, and I like the guy with the glasses. No one else is really doing it for me, but there are some seasons that are just so brilliant. I think it's like season 3 and 4, and oh my God, they're just great. They're great. All right, let's see here. Should we try a Browns? No, we're not gonna do a Browns. If we do a Browns, then we do Twins. Well, screw it. Let's do the Twins. Nope. All right, here we go. Third base. Ooh, is this Joe Gordon? Well, no. Well, I mean, it could be Joe Gordon, but we've already done the Yankees, and I don't know who else Joe Gordon played for. Jack Elliott, first baseman for the Yankees, and then he went to Japan and played for the Dodgers. Right? This is Jack Elliott. Happy body. Big mind, whatever. And Gordon Elliott. Oh, that's very... It sounds like a NASCAR racer or Alf's name, Gordon Shumway. But helping me, no. Elliott. Let's go. Have we done the Dodgers? Let's do the Dodgers. I am not even close here. All right, let's go. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do corner outfield for the last two spots. This might be the end of me, but we're going to do corner outfield. Bill Miller and Mike Heath. Okay, I know Mike Heath didn't play left field. Certainly never started there. And I don't think this is Bill Miller. These names are all very familiar. Is this the A's? I think that might be the A's. Is that why they're familiar? Nope. All right, right field. Marshall and Holmes. Marshall and Holmes. These names are all so familiar, and I am not getting it. Pete Holmes, right? Pete Holmes is the comedian, not the porn star, right? John Holmes, that's the porn star. Marshall, I don't think it's Mike Marshall. House of David. No, because Paul was in here earlier this week and said no House of David this week. So I'm not going to waste my guess. Oh, if I miss the House of David when... Okay, I keep forgetting that I need to read the article on the House of David. So when it does show up, I get it right away. Got to do that. Who is this? All of these names are familiar to me. I don't even know what league it's in. That's the thing. I don't think this is Mike Marshall. I mean, he played forever, so it could be a 70s game. I kind of am leaning towards that anyway, but that's where I could be wrong. Just Bickford, like all these names on the home team are so familiar to me. What if this is an all-star game? No, because Joe Gordon was a second baseman, so he wouldn't be at third. So that's not Joe Gordon. I've already done the Bucks. We've had the Phils. We haven't had the Cardinals yet, though. We haven't had the Cubs. I'm going to name every team, so then when we see who it was, I can go, I said them. Haven't done the Rays, the Rangers, the Blue Jays, the Nats, the Suns, Astros. Haven't done the Tigers. Haven't done the Orioles, the Braves, the D-backs. All right, I think we've got them all covered. Let's go. I'm just looking for aura now. Trying to be an aura painter, and I don't see the Tigers. This isn't giving me Tigers vibes. The Brewers, I don't want to go with that. It's too not enough years. The Spos, the Expos. Now that aura's kind of painting. All right, we're going to Expos because I just don't know. No, it was the Braves and the Giants. I mentioned them both. I mentioned them both. That close. Missed it by that much. Who, anybody have a crush on 99 growing up? One of my first crushes. 99 and Linda Carter. September 26, 1948, Boston Braves win National League pennant by David Southwick. I mean, I said the Braves. I clearly mentioned them. I even mentioned the Giants. Like, I was on the right track. 3-2, 1948. This is going to be under 2 hours for a World Series game. Or, I'm sorry, not for a World Series game. For a regular season game. This is going to be $1.51. Oh, I didn't mention the Royals at all, did I? Oh, you're saying $1.52. All right. You're doing the old Price is Right strategy. I would be if I was ever on the Price is Right and somebody bid $1 more than I would literally go slug them. I would slug them. I'd say if you want to do $1, do $1 less. Because I know that's automatic loss, but I mean that's what you got to do. All right, I'm saying $1.51. Here we go. Oh, winner, chicken dinner. Matt, you won too. You were within that 10-minute time difference, but I was closer. Ding ding. I've got a ding ding somewhere. Oh, I can't hear these. I don't know what that was. I can't hear them. I don't have the soundboard on mine. All right. 152 or 146 for the Giants. Johnny Mize at first. That was Sid Gordon. Don Miller. Sal Evars. Yep, Evars. I had the pronunciation right. Salvador Anthony Evars. Not the greatest. A backup catcher. Nobody here except for Johnny Mize. Would I have remembered who Johnny Mize played for? And then for the Braves, Alvin Dark. I don't think Alvin Dark gets me to the Braves. Sibby Sisti. That's a great name. Sibby Sisti. Sebastian Daniel Sisti. What kind of lineage is he from? Sisti. I don't know. I like the name. I like the nickname. Sibby. I'll sign up for it. 3 years of military service. Good for him. Sibby. And then Vern Bickford. I know these names, but clearly a lot of these guys were not anything that I... Okay, so he came in... 30th in MVP voting. That is a lot of people getting votes. And Jim Constantly is your MVP? Like, overwhelmingly. Never heard of him. And then you've got all of these Hall of Famers getting just 1 or 2 votes. Jim Constantly, we're going to have to... Constantly... Is that his... Oh, I like the name. Then you got Stan the Man, Eddie Stanky, Del Ennis, a.k.a. Tom Hanks, Ralph Kiner, Granny Hammer, show favorite, Robin Roberts, Gil Hodges, Duke Snyder, Snell Magley. My gosh. My God. Jim Constantly. Casimir James Constantly. I'm guessing he's Russian. NL MVP wasn't an all-star any other year. Didn't. This is so weird. 16-7 record with a 2.66 ERA and 22 saves. Only pitched in 152 innings. So he's a closer. He finished a league high 62 games. And he's got 23 wins and losses. Wow. That is okay. I got to find out more about him. All right. Phil's reliever who started game 1 of the 1950 World Series. Wow. So this year, the year that he won MVP, with all of these decisions, leading the league in saves, 0 starts, leading the league in games finished, he started game 1 of the World Series? Why? And that was... I am so confused. I mean, it looks like it doesn't matter because the Yankees swept them anyway, but that's so weird. That is so weird. Like, he pitched pretty much like he did the whole season in the World Series. That is weird. All right, I need to look. Have you done a show on him yet? Are you planning on doing a show? Because I wanna mention him. But if you're gonna do something on him, I will hold off. All right. Oh my goodness. No, and Robert Ross used heavily down the stretch. Very interesting. All right, yeah. Let me know if you're have done. I need to review what you've done, or are gonna do him in the near future. Let me know because I want to do him. All right, here we go. Last game of the week. Let's go with. All right, we'll do it. Third base. Clete Boyer and the Book of Cal. All right, now assuming this is Clete Boyer, we haven't had the Yankees yet, so we should be able to knock out hopefully one team or just win it here. Nope. Not doing a show on Jim. All right. Well, I'll let Matt tell you, but it's Phillies. All Philadelphia. Yeah, not really Phillies, just Phillies. He's a member of the Baseball History Podcast Brotherhood. Or maybe Matt, maybe you can come on our pod and we can talk about him. I'm saying that might be the play if you want to do that. All right. So if that's Clete Boyer, we don't know what team he's on. Cal. What is his first name? It's not Keenan and Cal, right? Detroit. I was gonna push back against Pittsburgh. Detroit seems more likely. I seem to remember. Did they retire his jersey in Detroit? I'm trying to remember on the wall in right field where they've got their retired. They put him like on the wall. It's not like a banner. It's like a sign. It's really cool. All right, well, we'll do this because I want to win. Oh, we got to pick another one. Let's go pitchers. Friend and Pierce. Very familiar. Doesn't really help me, but very familiar. Friend. What was Friend's name? Now I'm singing the Rembrandts. I'll be there for you. I am an awful singer, but when I have a microphone and I can hear myself over a speaker, I sound freaking great. Not gonna lie. I sang last night for a little bit and the crowd went crazy. Chills Pierce. Who the hell are these? Oh, is that a clue? Well, we've already had Cleveland We've already had Cleveland this week. Is this Chills Pierce? I think Chills Pierce was a shortstop, though. I don't think that's Chills Pierce. But I think Chills Pierce was the third base coach who either discovered or was using the wires in the ground to get shocked to relay signs to the batter. I don't remember what that was. All right, well, we're going to go with Detroit. We're going to go with the not the Detroit Stars. It's definitely not the Detroit Stars. Detroit Tigres. Nope. You should get there on this one. That's a lot of pressure, bro. That is a lot of pressure. Let's go. All right, let's go catcher. All right. Now I'm just confused. Is this an all-star game? Because we've already chose the Yankees. And we've got Yogi Berra behind home plate. Because Dale Berra never caught. That I'm aware of. I don't know. Maybe he did. Oh, is Friend. Is that the Pirates? Bob Friend. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even look in chat. I said that before I looked in chat, that Friend was for the Pirates. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking this is an all-star game. Because Yogi only played for one team. Yeah, we got to do that. We're going to do American League All-Star first. Yeah. All right. There we go. You're right. We'll get there. All right. So let's try and get a name here. So when Yogi was playing for and around this time, who would be a name for the National League we could pull? Like maybe we could do shortstop. Maybe we get Ernie Banks. We could get, maybe we get Willie Mays in the outfield. Let's do that. Let's go center field. Nope. We got Bell and Mantle. Some guy named Mantle. Should we pick somebody else for who the American League All-Star is playing? Like, let's say they're playing the All-Star Dizzy Dean team or the Brooklyn All-Star team from 1958. Maybe they're playing the Minneapolis Millerettes. We don't know. Big clue at first base. Is that a clue? Ah, I'm in a weird mood today. All right, let's go National League. Let's get this out of the way. There we go.
Oh, you guys.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Finish out the week with a win. Not our best week, not gonna lie. 6-3. I don't think we've gone 6-3 for a long time. I'm not gonna post this one. July 10th. Oh, we got Willie Mays is in this game, just not in center apparently. A Tale of the Kid and the Man and the Say Hey Kid and the Commerce Comet. All right, so he says Say Hey Kid, so that's Willie. The Man is obviously Stan Musial. The Commerce Comet is Mickey Mantle. The Kid. Who else is the Kid besides Griffey? Tale of the Kid. It's not Gary Carter. This is by Alan Cohen, by the way. Prolific. House of David. I should have picked them. We had another guess we could have messed around with. Who's the other kid? I don't know. Well, we'll find out here. All-Star game in 1956. I have no idea how quickly they played All-Star games. So I'm going to say 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm going to assume it was close. 2:07 for this one. Which bets in, higher or lower. Or right on. You can guess. This is like roulette. If you want to bet on 00, that's like I nailed it. You're like, you got it. I know it's 2:07. You can bet on that too. All right. 245. No winner chicken dinner there. All right, let's see here. Who we got for the National League? We got Johnny Temple, got Frank Robinson. Nice. Who was replaced by Duke Snyder. We got Stan Musial, who was replaced by Henry Aaron. And we got Ken Boyer, not Cleat. Then we got Gus Bell, who was replaced by Willie Mays, who had a heck of a game. Dale Long, nice, replaced by Clue. So we wouldn't have gotten Clue. Dale Long, the only reason I know who Dale Long is because when Don Mattingly hit all those home runs in consecutive games, he broke Dale Long's mark. That's how I know that one. Ed Bailey, giant catcher, I know him. Campy, replaced by Campy. Roy McMillan, I don't know. It's like the guys that played the entire game, I don't know who they are. And then Bob Friend. They only used 4 pitchers, one of which was Warren Spahn. For the American League, we've got Harvey Kuhn, we've got Nellie Fox, Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle, who all played the entire game. Then we've got Yogi Berra, Alkaline, Mickey Vernon. Oh, there's Jimmy Pierce, all that idiot. Mickey Vernon, George Kell, Billy Pierce. We've got a Herb Scourse and Early Win sighting, and a Roy Sievers. Nice. Squirrel. What movie is that from? Squirrel. I don't remember. I just remember Squirrel. Yeah, I don't remember what that one's from. Oh, it's from Up, right? That's what it is. Nailed it. All right. Oh, Billy Martin was in this game. Whitey Ford. How did the American League not win this game? It's still not telling me who the other kid is. And I'm not going to go through each of these. Who else would be named Kid? Christmas Vacation. I'm going to be honest, I've never seen Christmas Vacation. So if it is, I'm remembering it from Squirrel. All right. So we went 6-3. Not our best mark, but overall we're what are we? 265 and 53. I think those are Hall of Fame numbers. And we had 4 home runs this week. Like I said, I've never seen Christmas Vacation. So I do not know. I'm pretty sure in Up, though, the golden retriever, is like, squirrel. You know what? You're probably right. Griffith Stadium, overflow, center field, created bad background for the batters. Ooh, that's not good. Casey Stengel, Walter Alston, Ted Williams, Stan Musial, Bob Friend. Well, here's what we do. Nope. The only 2 times that the word kid is mentioned in this article is in the title twice. Was Ted Williams nicknamed Kid? Was he? The Kid. I did not know that. Now, okay, so I do know this. I know that when Ted Williams started playing, he was like this joyful player. Like, he'd hit a home run and he'd skip around the bases. He had a good time. And then the Freddie Freemans of the world beat into him that you cannot do that. You cannot have fun. You cannot show emotion. And then he became the grumpus that people think of Ted Williams as being. I'm wondering if that's where he got the name The Kid. And now that I think about it, I know that he's been called that, but it would have never occurred to me. Wow. Okay, there we go. All right, so we did it. We got through it. Not our best week, but hey, we'll take it. Let's do a daily walk-off, shall we? I've removed the record. I'm on it today. All right, we got 2000's most hits 2000's most hits 4 through 6. Played with Gio Gonzalez and throws right-handed. I'm not going to lie. These are not going to be easy for me. All right. Dana Eveland is a pitcher. Let's get rid of all the pitchers out of the hits category first. All right. This guy's a catcher. No, he's not. I don't know who these two, Jeff Gray and Chris Hatcher, I don't know who they are. I'm guessing they're pitchers, though. So, most hits 1 through 3, 2000s. We'll go Xavi, we'll go Miggy, and Ellie. I think we've got that. All right, played with Gio Gonzalez. I think Dana Eveland did. I think Cupcakes did. I mean, Gio... I mean, they could have played with Gio on other teams. Blanton, though, was a righty. Neshek was a righty. He's a submariner, right? He's definitely a righty. Liam's a righty. I don't remember Eveland. And these two I don't know. So let's just send it and we'll see what we get. All right, we got the hits. And we're one off here in the played with Gio and throws right. Let's switch Eveland just because I don't know. We'll just do that. See what we get. All right, so those two are correct. So, nope. This is where I just, there we go. We got it. Nailed it. All right. All right, grid time. Mariners, White Sox, only one team. Mets, Twins, sub-3 ERA season. All right, let's do the only one team first. Let's go down that category first. Only one team with the Mets. Let's think of somebody. Good David Wright. Oh wait, we're doing feud today. I forgot. All right, so David Wright is probably going to be our answer here. I think he's got to be, right? David Wright. I think he's got to be our number one answer. Pete Alonso for the number one guess. I mean, that's a good answer. That is a good answer. I think David Wright's a good answer, though, too. But, I mean, our non-Mets fans going to think David Wright. They're probably going to... There is a Ricky spot. Oh, yeah, there is, right there. Oh, we got to do it. What do we think? Well, we'll come back and visit what we think the number ones is there. But you're right. We got to do a Ricky spot. I don't have a Ricky. I really don't have a Ricky clip. I'll have to fix that. That's ridiculous. One team with the Mets. Yeah. All right. So I think we're down to Pete Alonso and David Wright. Who's it going to be? I mean, Alonso, I see where your logic is, and I think that's probably good. I think you're probably right there. Yeah, I'm gonna say you got that one right. All right, Twins, one team. This has got to be Kirby. I think this has got to be Kirby. Only because Senior Smoke played for multiple teams. How do I not have Senior Smoke here too? Jeez, I got some work to do. 25, we'll take it. I think that's good. One team, sub-3 ERA season. Sandy Koufax. Mauer. Oh, yeah, I think Kirby's got to be above Mauer, though, right? I mean, we'll see. I think Mauer's number 2. I think and if I got to pick, I'm going Kirby over Mauer. Just because, I mean, that's, you know, the 80s and 90s are just my sweet spot. Yeah, I think Koufax is going to go here. Sub-3. Who else would it be? One, I mean, you could go back. One of our birds is going crazy. Paul Skeens? Yeah. Brandon Webb. Skeen. All right. We'll go Skeens. I don't think that's number one. I think Koufax will be there. That's my guess, but I am always open for suggestions. All right. Addie Joss. There you go. I like it. Addie Joss. All right. Let's do the Mariners. That'll be fun. So what do we think is number one for the Mets and the Mariners? Mets and the Mariners. Ricky might be number one. Oh, it's Diaz. Diaz is going to be number one there. Sugar. Clearly number one there. Promise. I promise you. That's Edwin Diaz. All right. Mariners and Twins. Mariners and Twins. I don't believe anybody has ever played for these two franchises during their careers. It's never crossed over. Michael Pineda, possibly. It'll work. I don't think it's number one. No Constantino. Alvin Davis, no. Blow. Lenny Randall. Dave Valley. No Randy. No Felix. Oh, Felix would have worked here. Felix Hernandez. Oh, Felix Hernandez will work here. Do we put him? Oh, does Felix go in the sub-3 ERA? Or is somebody going to do one of the current, killers? We're going Felix there. My boy. Waiting outside the Louis Vuitton. Oh, yeah, number one. Louis Vuitton shop in Japan. I roll up on him. He's happy anybody knows who he is in Japan. He's like, bro, I'm like King. And my wife is embarrassed. She's like, who? King? She had no idea. Why are you talking to this large man? Like you know him. He was so cool. He was so excited just to have something to do while his wife was spending money in the store. All right. Mariners and Twins. Maybe we'll have to revisit that. Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't Randy Johnson be there? But King that's got to be number one. 34%. That's a high percent. We'll come back to the Twins and Mariners. That is a real hard one. Maybe it's Senior Smoke. How cool would that be? All right, let's do the White Sox. White Sox and the Metropolitans. Number one answer here, Lance Johnson. The one dog. If this was me Monday, this would be the one dog all day long. But this is going to be Robin Ventura, isn't it? This is going to be Robin Ventura. Oh, number one for Mariners and Mets, maybe it's Olerud. John Olerud, possibly. Go Cougs. All right, so we're going to put Robin Ventura here, unless you guys have someone better. Twins, White Sox. Przinsky's got to be number one there. And then White Sox sub-3 ERA. Is it Blackjack? Or do we Eddie Cicotte? That would be my answer, would be Eddie Cicotte. I don't think it's going to be number one, though. Oh, or Twins, White Sox. We could do Frank Thomas or Jim Thome. That was my next one. All right, let's put Randy Johnson here. Or Randy Johnson. Let's put Robin Ventura here. I think he is going to be number one. Ooh, maybe not. Did Seaver play for the White Sox? Heck, at the end? I don't think he did. That guy Chicago traded to Boston. Chicago traded to Boston. Garrett Crochet. I don't know. It could be a closer too. That's when I'm going for a Seaver did play for Chicago. I'm wondering if that's number one there. I when I'm playing serious, if it's a minus, less than 3 ERA, I always put a closer because that always will score pretty low. So we probably don't want to do that. But I mean, Bobby Thigpen, not my favorite player, but we could put Bobby Thigpen there. What about who's 2005? Who are some pitchers from 2000? Chris Sale. Yeah. Chris Sale might work. I don't know. I for some reason. All right, we'll do Sale. I kind of want to do McDowell, but I think that's too. Ed Walsh, yes. I would accept Ed Walsh. I would go Cicotte, yeah, though. I would go Cicotte. I wonder who would score lower. Walsh or Cicotte? All right, let's do Chris Sale. I think that's the way to go here. I think he's going to be higher than Garrett Crochet. 21%. I think that's a good call. All right, so we got this Twins. We got the Twins. All right. Yeah, but maybe they watched my video on greatest last seasons and they're like, Ed Walsh. I doubt it. All right, so we got Twins and Mariners and Twins and White Sox. Let's think of some Twins players. Thome. Thome and Frank Thomas. I think AJ Pierzynski is honestly going to be the answer here. Because, like, Frank Thomas played so briefly for the Twins and briefly for the White Sox for Thome. I'm going AJ. I'm making an executive decision here. I'm going AJ Pierzynski. Not number one. All right. So we got Mariners. I am convinced nobody has ever played on these two teams. Shane Mack. I don't know if he played on the Mariners or not. Let's name some Twins. How about that? We got Dan Gladden. No. Puckett obviously didn't. Alex Cole did not. Tom Bernansky. Maybe. I think Senior Smoke did, but that's not going to be number one. Matt Lawton. Well, if he played for the Mariners, I'm going to say that's not number one, but that's a good poll. Good poll. Let's see. Twins. Johan Santana obviously did not play for the Mariners. Bartolo didn't play for the Mariners. Bert Blyleven didn't play for the Mariners. Jeff Reardon didn't play for the Mariners. Nelson Cruz, that is a good one. All right, there you go, Nelly. I don't know if this is going to be number one or not, but that's a good poll. All right, Nelson Cruz, 38%. Good going, guys. I'm logged in. Why do I need to stop telling me to sign in? 7.5. Well, we nailed that. Only 94 players have played for both the Mariners and the Twins. All right. Robinson Cano was number one. Higher than Edwin Diaz? Oh, my God. All right. Tom Seaver, we mentioned it, number one. Pete Alonso was number one for the Mets. Nelson Cruz. Jim Thome was number one. You guys are good. Well, I'm not randomly logged out every damn day. But the thing is, I'm not logged out. Well, if I click on my stats, you will see my stats. Kirby Puckett, we got that one. Clayton Kershaw, fuck that dude. Chris Sale, number one, and Felix Hernandez, number one. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our record is 6. I like the feud. The feud is a fun way to play this game. All right, let's see down here. The hardest one for people to get was the Twins and the Mariners. All right, I like that, just like me. All right, so see if I go to here, it's like I'm logged out. But if I go up here to my stats, oh, I am logged out. My God. But yet, watch this. If I want to go to, if I go to my stat head, if I go to stat head, I'll be logged in. Where is stat head? Stat head, where you be? There you be, up at the very top, because I use you. If I go to stat head, am I going to be logged out? It's not going to. Nope, I'm logged out. Yeah. Oh, wait, I don't want you guys to see all my information. All right. Well, I'll log in so that I get credit. But but it's got from 2 days. I don't know. Get your stuff together. Sports Ref. All right. It was a good day. We went 2-1 on 9. We got daily walk-off, and we completed the grid. It's like a good way to end the week. Not spectacular, but it's done. We did it. All right. Everybody enjoy Game 6 tonight. I think there's going to be Game 7 tomorrow, which will be exciting, but hopefully I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot of the time. Have a good weekend, though, besides that. Enjoy the baseball that we've got left. Not a lot left. Then we'll be talking about World Baseball Classic. That's coming up. I'm excited about that. Oh, I got to stretch today. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. Stay safe tonight if you're out with the kids trick-or-treating. This is a good thing about not having kids is I don't have to go trick-or-treating so I can watch the game tonight. That'll be it, though. Everybody be good to each other, be safe, stay hydrated, and we will see you on Monday. New pod tomorrow. Check it out.